We should have went and got the commander.
So,
I mean, I haven't noticed that there's anything off with, like, they're trying to, like, murder me or something.
They're bringing you to a sewer.
You know, seems normal to Sirius.
so, Sirius, now, Sirius, actually, you have the option right now. Do you want, because they shouldn't know any of what's going to happen. Do you want them to know, or you want to go into whispers?
Whispers, please.
Okay. Sorry, boys. You guys don't get to be aware of this. Actually, what I'm gonna do is just move. Actually, no, we'll move ourselves over to Whisper. So Groovy Bot's gonna come with me. And
Felix, oh my god.
Oh, I don't understand what's going on.
Okay, it's just you and me now. Let me go ahead and change the music real quick. You have any ideas where this is going?
I was panicking a little when they were like, maybe we should follow him.
Yeah.
Luckily, they didn't.
Hold on. Go ahead and there we go. That's what I want. Actually, I want this. That's better. It's creepier. Okay. Well, they're gonna see when I play groovy, but we are in a dark underground, so maybe it's actually throw them off a bit.
Well, I guess.
Do you think they know it all?
Like, well,
they can't hear us, and I'm not gonna post this for a while, which hopefully by then.
Yeah. Like, I'm thinking that they probably are aware because they said that we're looking for the butler and.
Oh, I meant the other players. Do you think they know?
Oh, probably not.
Okay.
They probably think there's something weird with the butler going on, and like, I remember Jake was saying like, oh yeah, it's probably like imaginary because like he had a bunch of questioning on like the butler or whatever.
Okay. So to get into the moment, Sirius, he leads you down this hole here, and these couple guards begin to kind of split off here, and down here you kind of get down, and your eyes kind of adjust for a second to the dark. And can you go ahead and make me a perception check? That's going to be an uncommon task.
There you go. Uncommon, 2 succeeds, right?
Yeah, you're good. So you begin to look around, and the first thing you notice is just the stench of the sewer. It kind of fills your nostrils, but and you're stepping in kind of wet puddle, and you kind of look around, and Luck kind of is giving off this kind of faint luminous glow, and that's the only way you can really pick up the color as your eyes kind of adjust from dark vision back to a normal vision. And you look down at your feet, and you see what looks to be these like this standing pile of blood.
What is this, Luck?
And you look around, and surrounding you, you see these bodies of these guardsmen, and actually they look pretty familiar to you. They came here with you to Redwall, and their bodies have been they're all dead. Can't really tell where their wounds necessarily are, but they've bled through their armor, and they're all still on the ground.
Okay, can I recognize any of these by name? Like, let's say
sure.
was a guard named Gregor.
Well, no, Gregor is already this guy's name, so let's do something else. So, okay. This guy's here name will be let's do Jack.
Okay.
This one here's name will be Edward.
I guess Jack is closest.
Yeah, sure.
That's all I need to know. So, okay. I'm assuming Sirius would notice that this is like Jack or whatever. He's like, Jack, are you okay? And then he kind of like runs towards him and like crouches down and like grabs him up. Yeah, probably notices he's dead.
You can tell he's pale and he's still and not breathing. It looks like his neck has been slit. And Luck is kind of just looking all around, and he's kind of got his hands in his pockets. And this Gregor guy is just leaning kind of gently up against the side of the sewer wall, and both this red-looking dude is kind of like looking down here, and like he almost looks like he's patrolling and looking around the sewers here, seeing if there's anybody down here. This other one is just standing close to Aslan, or okay. Aslan staying close to Luck. And Luck kind of looks.
I'll actually.
Yeah, what?
You know what? I'll use my actual name. Belford looks up and he kind of is a little bit shocked. He looks side to side, and Sirius says, "Look, do you know how long they've been down here?"
Oh, what do you think, Gregor? And Gregor goes, about 3 days, I would say, 3 or 4.
So this would be around the time that he would have met up with the rest of the party, right?
Yeah. Gregor kind of looks. They've been. I'm surprised. If you be careful, there. The rats have gotten to them a bit, and you can see parts of their faces and fingernails and fingers have been chewed at.
So he kind of jumps back and
let's say a
probably
rat
climbs
scurries
into the
out
ladder a
from
bit.
underneath his rib cage, kind of covered in blood, kind of slinks off down to the sewers. And
I guess I noticed this blood trail.
Yeah, and
or I guess I calm myself and I look down that blood trail and what's
you don't seem that
what's
upset
down
about
there?
your men. They're serious.
I mean,
Weren't you worried for them and your butler?
I'm concerned more about my butler here.
See, Gregor here tells me he actually learned a lot about your butler. What was his name again? Belford?
That's the name.
Yeah, so, well, I think we found him. And he kind of leans his head and kind of gestures this direction and points at Cheryl Blood. Looks like whoever got them got him too. So, do you want to walk over there?
I guess Belford's eyes kind of widen, and he kind of stands up, his mouth is sort of gaping open, and he sort of realizes that Sirius can be dead. Probably since this is sort of the first friend he made since his parents died or whatever, and he got taken up. He's probably going to be pretty moved by this.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I could probably even roll just a regular d20. 1 through 10, I'll say he's kind of phased by this. Well, he's very phased by this, and he's just going to walk over without questions. 11 through 20, he's probably going to have a little bit of
Sure, go ahead.
A realization that okay.
Yeah, you're pretty messed up.
It's a lot to take in. He's not thinking about how am I going to get out of this situation if they're there's 2 Siriuses.
Mm-hmm. And
so he'll start walking over.
And you see a slumped kind of body kind of leaning up against the side here, and arms around the face, kind of in almost like a fetal position, trying to protect themselves. And you can't really see their face. So do you want to investigate the body?
I mean, Sirius is just gonna Belford's just gonna keep stepping up. His steps are kind of slow, he's a little bit lifeless, and then when he sees the body, he speeds up just a little bit.
Buck is gonna be right behind you.
Investigate the body.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, you're kind of slowly reach down. I'm assuming you want to know what.
I want to know, I guess, who this slouch body is, or whatever.
Yeah, it's a common task. So you kind of slowly reach your hand down, and hands touches their cold dead hands. You can peel it away from their face, and staring right back at you, you see your own face.
Oh shit!
And how do you react to this?
Do the other players actually see this map, or are they on a different layer?
Oh shit!
In their roleplay.
You're right! Oh my god, I'm so stupid, dude. I'm so sorry. Oh, I'm dumb.
All good.
Well, here, actually, let's do this real quick. Hold on. I'm gonna do this. I got you real quick. I'm gonna pretend to move you back. Hold on 1 second. Well, I got you 1 second here. I'm gonna juke them out. No, hold on. Wait, hold on. We're good.
Play the sad music.
Hold on. I'm gonna move you back real quick. Hold on. And I'm gonna move this here, and I'm gonna be and we're just gonna pretend we accidentally I used the wrong token. Okay.
Okay.
My bad. My bad. No, we'll just lie. Yeah, but you do see yourself staring back at yourself.
Okay, Belford is kind of in shock. He's I'm trying to wonder if he'll get back into composure.
Mm.
I technically don't have any vocations now, but in my backstory, I did mention that I got picked up to sort of be sort of more spy master espionage sort of stuff for like nobility.
Mm.
Can I sort of say that I'm recognizing that I'm gonna need to get out of the situation and be at least composed enough to use my regular deception roll?
I'm sure, but you don't even have to say you know that from anything, but
Okay. I mean, I'm trying to like rationalize like he just saw his friend dead, like dead cold.
Yeah.
And he can at least have some composure to get out of this situation.
Yeah. So yeah, you kind of
Okay.
steel yourself for a second. So Luck kind of puts his hand on your shoulder and goes, "Your butler was a Doppler, right?"
Well, that's not quite accurate, actually. That's a little bit of a ploy that we have, you see. I'm actually his twin.
Oh. He kind of looks.
Quite a bit of politics behind the situation.
Make me a deception check. That's gonna be a specialized task.
Alrighty. Let's see. 5d6, I guess. What's specialized? How many do I need?
I'm sorry, actually, it'll be a difficult task. It's a CL4. So John's level 4.
Okay. Should I? Okay, I'm gonna use a destiny point before the roll.
Okay. Make sure you're rolling with d6s, not d2s.
Yep.
Yeah, I feel so stupid about doing that, but we're just gonna pretend that like it's like, oh.
Okay, that helps.
Oh shit. Yeah, you're good. Kind of looks back to you and kind of looks back at the body and goes, "Really, And he looks back to Gregor and he goes, "You sure he was a Doppler?" And he goes, "That's what I heard, but might have just mistaken him for a body double." He looks you up and down and goes, "Well, looks like somebody tried to whack you and ended up whacking him. Quite unfortunate, isn't it?"
It really is.
See, the thing I don't get is why the guards were with him. So it doesn't make sense to me. Because you're serious, then
Well, of course I am.
why would the guards go with the butler? A ruse?
Well, I don't know the exact details, to be honest.
But it would have been your orders, so do you mind explaining
Well,
this?
no, it'd be my father's orders. I think he heard that there was there's potentially some issue where we might get ambushed. So he made sure to guard the double instead, because he knew it would be a little too convincing.
Interesting. Well, were you in fear for your life coming here? I'm hoping you're satisfied with the work. I mean, I told you I'd find him, and I found him.
Yes. Thank you, Luck. But now that we know that there is truly danger here, I'd really appreciate any extra defense that you can offer before I get home. And maybe we can figure out a little bit about what's going on here. I'm sure my father.
I'm quite curious of what's going on here.
Dying.
I'm quite curious what's going on here. It would appear, and he kind of leans. Look right there, and up on the wall, written in who you can assume is Sirius's blood, says "Redguard remembers." Do you mind explaining that?
Redguard remembers. What would Gwaelin know about that?
Who's Gwaelin? Sirius would.
I'm gonna keep saying that. Okay,
nah, you're good,
I'm switching to Belford.
I know you're good, man. So Sirius,
yeah.
or I can call you Sirius or Belford now, but you're basically Sirius.
Yeah.
You kind of you would kind of recognize this as you'd kind of recognize this as what's it called? As some allusion to the kind of centuries of conflict and war between the Sirens and the Vampires before the region was kind of settled down. You think
This is the Redwall nose? Is that what it says?
Redguard remembers.
Oh. Okay.
Do you think there's any chance that this was a politically motivated killing, or? My man, why do you look so sad? It's just a servant. It's your body double. They did their they did what they were supposed to do. They took the knife for you. You should be happy. For if it wasn't for him, you'd be lying there right now. He did a fine job protecting you, as that was his job.
It's just a little. It's a little much for me to see my own dead body, you know. And death isn't really all that a fun thing, especially for a young one like me.
Oh no, it's not. Well, this is what I wanted to show you, and we'll be reporting this to the guards, of course. But I wanted to show you first. I hope you're satisfied.
Yes, thank you, Luck.
That's all.
Great service.
I'll leave you alone with the body for a moment, and just come up whenever you want. And Luck's
All right,
gonna kind
thank
of like pat you on the back and climb up the ladder, and Gregor is gonna come up too, and Aslan is. But this red guy just crossed the way here, and he's just staring at you. And it's dark now, so your eyes are readjusting to the dark light. For a second there, you can't see this red guy. And then when your eyes kind of readjust, he's over here. And he's just kind of watching you.
Okay. Would there be anything that I know of on Sirius's body that I might want? I'm assuming I'd have like some sort of like house signet to recognize that I'm like in service to
I'm
the nobility or
assuming.
something?
So I love the idea of it. The reason why you were, the reason you two look at each other like is because you're his body double. I love that. Can we just say that that's like your backstory now? Because that would make a lot more sense. A and B, it would make sense why you have your noble clothes. Because we never discussed why you'd have those.
Okay.
It's up to you,
Sure.
but I don't know why else. Because I was
mean,
thinking before, because like this entire time we've been saying that you've had these like noble attire and stuff. But if you're just a butler,
I guess we could switch it to say Belford's backstory is canon.
Yep.
But I'm actually serious. So I guess I'd.
You
that'd be a
want to
little
be
weird,
serious?
Now...
You could do that if you wanted to.
Actually, no. Yeah, I actually like that. So I'm the actual body double. I have royal clothes, and then
Yeah, that's fine.
So now I'm basically acting like a noble. So I'm like
you're for all intents and purposes, and I'd say, and you're such a good body double that no one's ever gonna really find. So you would know that the real Sirius, the only really the way to distinguish between you two as your father had this problem before, trying to figure out which of you is which. He gave one of you a special ring. He gave each of you a ring. And actually no, what's something he wouldn't tell you so you can know? How about he had a because he would want some way to be able to tell the two of you apart.
Yeah.
I was thinking like a ring, but then you guys could just switch it.
I mean, a ring would give me an excuse to be really shady next to this red guy.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, but like, I'm trying to think like, because like, what's to stopping you from just switching it then? Or how about this?
I mean, I guess...
The ring. So each of you has a ring, and when you have two of them together, it can tell which you use the fake.
Okay.
So like, if you like touch them together, it goes ahead and how about when you touch two of them together, it dispels like it messes with your ability to shapeshift.
Okay, so this is probably a ring I'd want in case somebody were to.
It's probably a ring you want to destroy.
Yeah.
If you want to make, because this is like one piece of like a small magic trinket that could potentially mess you up.
Yeah, so I'm probably gonna want to take it.
Okay, that's gonna be a sleight of hand check. It's kind of dark down here, and you are crouched up on his body. So how are you gonna? How are you doing this?
So I guess I kind of from the corner of my eye glance at the red guy, and then so siren religion, like, would that be the same as sort of like red guard type
Yeah,
stuff?
basically what happened
I
is
guess
that
I'm
they
trying to
came.
think like
There was some moon worship beforehand, but that almost got completely snuffed out because the fucking vampires crusaded and fucking brought about the religion of the Bright Lord.
because I'm thinking that it could be like I do like some final rites sort of thing, like
Uh,
on his body or whatever,
let's
or
pretend. Let's
maybe
say it's
not
Cirrus.
even that crazy. It could just be like I put my hand over his face and close his eyes and take the ring.
Yeah.
So it looks like I'm
And
kind
actually,
of
how
like
about this?
honoring and respecting him.
How about you saw Cirrus when you guys went to Rockbreaker? You saw him do this to one of the dead soldiers, and that's how you guys got infected with the spore. That's even more.
Okay, yeah, I'll do that then.
You're mimicking him.
Yep.
Yeah, sure.
Would that count as like an assist?
Yeah,
with
sure. We're gonna say that's an assist with your
Deception?
deception. I can only set that as a CL. I'm just gonna say that it's gonna give you an extra D6 on this because it's kind of like
Okay.
a special thing. So that's going to be a specialized task. This will be sleight of hand.
Okay.
So I think you're rolling 5d6, or do you have any sleight of hand?
I don't have any sleight of hand.
Because you
what
are
was the
trying to do this.
challenge level? Uncommon task?
No, this is a specialized task because this
So
guy
this
here
would
is looking
be-
right at you. But I'm giving you an extra dice because you're pretending to do these rites on him.
Okay. So
Do you
I'll
want to check his
spend
pockets or anything, or besides anything else? See if he's got any money.
I mean, I more care about the ring.
Okay.
But like, if there's anything off swipe, I'll go for that too. I guess.
It looks like
Unless it's easier to just get the ring.
I'm gonna
that's it.
say
Then
that
I'm just
like
getting the ring.
this is gonna be an all-encompassing like grab a couple things from him without.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So specialize is 3, right?
It is 3, yes.
I'll use a destiny point then.
Okay, so is this beforehand? So how many you're rolling? 46.
I already rolled.
Okay.
So I got a 2, and then I added 1 from a
Okay,
destiny
perfect.
point.
Awesome. Yeah. So yeah, you're able to snag the ring, and you're able also to find a small coin pouch on him and his kind of ceremonial dagger. His kind of nice dagger.
Okay.
Actually, yeah, I'll say ceremonial dagger because I was gonna say maybe he should have like a. Actually, no, I think it'd be better actually this way. On him, you find his sword. His father gave to him.
Ooh.
It's only a medium sword, but it's pretty big for him and for you. But you guys kind of grew into it. But only he ever carried it around. And
Okay.
you're able to kind of like undo his belt and stuff, and you kind of like look over your shoulder at this guy who's kind of like he's also kind of like while you're doing all this, he's looking around at this like trying to keep an eye around all this like the sewers.
Mhm.
And so you're able to kind of quickly unbuckle the sword. You're not able to get the belt off it, but you not get off the belt, but you kind of like just unclasp it from his belt and take the sheath and kind of stash it on yours quickly without him really seeing anything. And so
Okay.
you gain a let's call it Cirrus's sword, which is going to be it's actually like a nice like medium sword. I just like that better. It seems cool. And then you also get a coin pouch, and how much he is a noble. And one strange thing is kind of actually make me a perception check.
Sure.
Actually, no, not even because you grew up on the streets, right?
Yes.
Whoever killed
I was
them,
like an urchin.
whoever killed them, they didn't take any of this stuff.
Oh, so it was purely political, basically.
Something weird happened. Like they didn't kill them for the money or for their gems or anything. And you kind of pick up on that. So yeah, let me see here. I'm gonna say he had 3 commerce points worth in his jewel pouch.
3?
Yeah. So your 1
that would
commerce
be-
point is gonna do nothing.
Become 3.
Yeah. So it's all just be 3.
Cool. I'm a billionaire.
So technically, this the amount of wealth you have would be equivalent to a well-crafted weapon, a basic horse, car, vehicle, average armor, or a small building.
Okay. Just this little kid walking around with that
He
much
is a
money.
noble. He is a noble. And so he kind of like this guard is still just waiting there quietly, and you're able to do this, and
Okay.
you actually
So,
are
point
after you grab what you actually can, you do take a second to close your friend's eyes, and you want to say any last words for him?
Yes. Well, let's see. You did a lot for me, friend. I'll be sure to fulfill your wishes.
Okay. That, I assume you stand up and begin to make your way out.
Yep. Do I want to do it to the... I'll probably do it to the rest of my guards, just to kind of make it so that the
You want to slide
guy
it?
doesn't...
This guard here?
No, not even stealing, just like doing the ritual thing. So
Okay.
It looks like I'm kind of being like...
So you go boom,
Like
boom,
I'm a magnanimous
boom,
noble or something.
boom,
I don't know.
and you go ahead and yeah, and so you go ahead and the guard is just silent there, and he's just empty-handed there, just slowly looking back and forth between the hallways and occasionally looking at you, but he's quiet.
Okay. I'm sorry,
He points
fella.
to the.
We can head out now.
He points to the ladder and points to you.
And I acknowledge it, I nod, and I start climbing up.
Cool. Yeah, you guys make your way up to the
Yes.
city street.
Now we can head back, right?
And Luck kind of looks at you, and he's kind of leaning up against the side of a building. He goes, I see you grabbed that sword on him. He was a really good body double.
Yeah.
Well,
I figured now that I don't have a body double and people might suspect that I'm dead, I'll need this again.
Well, it'll be quite the stir when they find that kid's body down there. They'll go report it to the guard after we're done here. So you better have your story straight, if you know what I mean. Just let them know.
Is there perhaps something you can do to maybe keep this at least within the noble circle? I don't want people with political motivations to know about this.
You're my kind of man. You see, I was worried about that down there, actually. Redguard remembers him. Kind of looks over towards Castle Redguard, or Castle Tearstone. He kind of goes, they don't seem like the type. Good people. But,
I mean more the common folk.
I can pull some strings. Now...
Thank you, Luke. I'm in your debt.
You are. Someday I will call on a favor from you, and when I do, I hope you remember this night and what I've set you up for. This could have been quite the controversy, I think.
Of course.
But we've protected your honor, and he kind of slaps you on your shoulder, and all that happened was a couple guards and a body double died. Could have been much worse. Well, anyways, why don't you walk home? Would you like one of my men to escort you? It's dangerous sometimes around here. Right?
Yes, it'd be very nice.
Reddington, who's this big guy, is crawling out of the hole here, and he goes, Reddington, please escort Cirrus Roseblood here home. Make sure he gets there all right and safe. And Reddington kind of just looks and kind of nods his head, and Luck goes, I know we bid you adieu. And Luck's gonna go ahead and wander off towards the castle, and Reddington's just like standing there silently right next to you.
Alright. Guess we'll head back.
Okay. So, real quick, before we hop in that chat, we're just gonna be like, if they ask about, so first of all, we're gonna pretend like we don't know they've been watching this entire time. Because actually, this helps it a lot. Like, this actually helps a lot, because this sells home that your butler really did die, and it'll help your lie.
Oh, yeah.
But if they ask about, like, if they even mention why Cirrus's token was there, we're gonna be like...
I'll just joke about it.
I'll just be like...
okay?
Oh, you
okay,
can joke... No, you can joke about it completely, and I'm just gonna be like, I accidentally copied his token. But, like, when we go in, like, we're gonna pretend like they don't know anything, okay? Because we haven't picked up on it. Okay.
All right.
Okay. Our little secret. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna move you guys back over to Kilroy's. And yeah, I'll throw you over there. Okay.
Yeah. Oh.
Okay. Can you guys all see? Oh crap.
What's
Wait,
up?
did you guys see all of that?
No, I wasn't watching it.
I
I
didn't pay
wasn't watching
attention.
either. Yeah.
Oh,
we
cool.
I was playing Madden, so
I was playing Animal
Okay.
Crossing.
I had
Well-
integrity.
Well, you know, whatever. Dang it. Fuck. Well,
I didn't see any of it.